Hear that sound? That is the sound of stripped plastic gears in a power door lock actuator. And it just so happens I already have another one of them. Here is the replacement unit. I have had this since probably for 10 months. I bought it last year and it was too hot out to do the work. I have replaced the door lock actuators in 3 of the doors in that vehicle now. So today we're going to do the 4th one. And I've repaired the window regulators in all 4, so I don't have to worry about the window regulator. If you have one of those and the actuators and the window regulators haven't been repaired yet, when you take the door panel off, do yourself a favor, just do them both at once. Anyway, let's pop this in. It's really not that big of a job. Door panel's got to come off, but it's a rear door, which makes it even easier. So let's get out there with a stool and let's get that thing apart. These rear door panels are pretty easy to get off, and unlike the wife's Cadillac there, these door panels, the door panel material is stronger than the clip. So while you may break a clip, you probably won't break the door panel. On the Cadillac, clips are stronger than the door panel, and it's hard to get them out without busting. So we have a little door right here. Let me put the camera down. I've got a magnet thing. There's a little panel here you pop off. The sun's right in my face and I can't see it. Should probably have moved the vehicle with a screw under it. And then right here, can you see that? Right here, there's another little plastic cover you pop off. And there's another screw under there if the last guy put it back, which I was the last guy, so if it's not there, you'll know who was at fault. Using this little Amazon Denali screwdriver, my favorite screwdriver like this that I've ever owned. There we go, it was in there. And now the rest of it's just clips. I highly recommend a tool like this to pop the clips off, but like I say, this door panel is pretty tough. They're not easy to break, but that doesn't mean you should try. So once you get the clips popped out, it should just wiggle off like that. Pop the wiring off of it. There's a wire harness back here. All right, there goes the door panel. There's a speaker cover that fell off and the wires came unsoldered, of course. We'll fix that too while we're here. It's not a big deal. All right, I'm just gonna shit can all this stuff because it's all just in shreds. I'll leave the interior plastic there because it's mostly intact, but this stuff's gonna have to go. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to resolder these wires or just replace those speakers. Those wires are awful short. So let's pop the speaker off. Can you even see that? It's so bright out here. Of course, these wires here, I'm probably going to have to wind up replacing them because they're so short. I don't know, I might too. Let's get it inside and find out. And here's our plug-in for that. Let me get the new one, we'll take a look. All right, so this has 3 rods connecting to it. Is that ridiculous? Yes, but there it is. All right, let's pop this off of there and see if popping it off. And that is Torx, of course. Here, let me show you. 3 holding it right here. 1, 2, 3. And then it pops off. I have to get that clip off of there. The one that connects it to the outer door handle has to come off. Oh, it's the wrong one. Okay, I popped the wrong one. So 1 rod goes to the door handle, 1 rod goes to the door lock, and 1 rod connects up to the door handle. Once you have it loose, you can just about get to some of these rods through this front hole. Can you see that red? See that red clip right in there? That goes to the one that goes back to the door handle, and I have to pop that off and get that rod out of there. I've done these before. I don't remember having this big of a hassle with them. Trying to find the easiest way to get to it. And that was not it. All right, I'm going to use this long screwdriver to see if I can come in through that hole and pop that rod off. And I'm sorry, but there's just no way I'm going to do this while I'm holding the camera. Wish I could, but I am just not that good. Don't even think I can do it while I'm holding the light. All right, I got it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, this rod has to be transferred to the new one. So let's take a look at it. This rod here has to be transferred. This one has to be transferred to there. And if you throw these things away, keep these red clips. Put them in a drawer someplace. So we're going to take that out of there. We're going to put it into there. And clip it. All right, so now it's just a matter of getting the rods all back in together. And yes, it is kind of a pain in the tush. So I'm going to hook the camera back up here to the door. I don't know whether that's giving you a view of anything, but I can't think of a better way to do it. So let's see if we can work this out. This long one that goes back to the door lock, it's the simplest. It goes into here, so it's probably easiest to do this last. And remember, before you push the rod in, if you do push the rod in with the clip in the wrong position, you'll be taking it back out again. So try to think of that. So I'm gonna try and undo these in the same order that I did them in. And that means this one from the back lock that I did last is going to have to go first. Yeah, you can only control it by pulling the door handle, which kind of makes it awkward to do. Very awkward to do and see at the same time. And the problem is, in order to get that in there, you really need to be able to pull that door handle. And of course, that's reaching all the way back with the opposite arm, which isn't going to work too well. Yeah, get on there, you. I got to make sure my clip is in the correct position. Ouch. Ouch. Did they make everything sharp on purpose, you think? All right, can I do that? I think I did it. There we go. That was not a lot of fun. So yeah, to get that one there, can't. As soon as I let go of it, it drops out of view. To get that one there, I know you can't see that. There it is. To get that one there, you got to pull the door handle, hold this down low, and guide the rod in at the same time, two-handed. And having a third hand to pull the door handle would make it a lot easier, but I don't have a third hand. I think I can put the bolts in now. I think I can put the bolts in now. I hope. You really need a third hand to pull that door handle for you. Because you're trying to put this arm in this way, then you got to reach all the way back that way with the arm that's in the wrong position. All right, let's see if I can do that now. All right, so now I can do this one in here. Can you see this one here? I need to do this one now. This is that rod that I put on that I swapped from the old one, so that's going to go through there. And I have to get the clip in the right position first. I did what I just told you guys not to do. Then that rod goes around and snaps on like that. And then I'm left with this last one that goes down in here. And is that? No, that is the lock. The actual interior lock button. All right. All right. And that goes right there. And that snaps down. All right, they're all in. I don't know if you can see them in there. Well, yeah, you actually can see all of them in there now, can't you? They're all back in. So I'm going to tighten it up. Don't over tighten these. Okay, so that's all back on. Outside door button works. Lock, you can tell summer's coming on here because the flies are getting really bad. Lock knob works. This is a child safety lock. I don't want it to work at all. And this door handle works. All right, let's connect the wiring back up. And I'm going to kind of stick that there right now, and I'm going to test it. All right. All right. Test the lock knob. Lock knob works. And we'll test the inside door handle. If I can find it. There it is. And that works. Yay. Okay. So that's our door latch. Let's test the power lock. Because that's why we're here, right? And unlock. Wrong way. And unlock. And that works. Okay, so we're fixed. So we're going to plug in the door locks. And that plug is there. I could not get that speaker fixed. I just no longer possess that level of fine motor control. My hands shake too much, and it just is not going to happen for me. It's funny, I can hold a cup of coffee and my hands don't shake at all, but the second I try and do something small and fine, they'll start shaking and I can't stop them. And I don't know whether it's age or coffee or both, but that speaker's all messed up anyway, probably doesn't work, so I'm not going to agonize over it. If I have to have a speaker there in this door, I'll buy an aftermarket one. All right, and I don't have to have a speaker there because I never really listen to anything. I know that'll shock some of you. Some of you will find it hard to believe that somebody doesn't listen to music the whole time they're driving around in their vehicle, but I don't. And I haven't since I was a kid. All right. Put the screw hole covers back in. And that goes like that, I believe. I believe so. I never did have much in the way of fine motor controls. I was never the guy you wanted to work on small, delicate things. And I knew it wasn't going to get any better as I get older. How some of these old farts, these 90-year-old guys you see who are watchmakers, I don't get it. I don't know how they do it. I couldn't do it. Hell, I couldn't have done it when I was 18, much less now. Okay, I think we're all done. Let's get the tools out. Let's test it one more time, and we'll call it good. Got the tools out. Let's just give it one more test. Opens and shuts that way. Let's try the power door lock, because that is why we're here. That works. Unlock. That works. Open it up from the inside. That works. And the inside lock knob. That works. Okay, there we go. We are done. Lock. And there we go. Beautiful. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.